Chapter 1, Sign into the Great Eucharist, the Vision of Halloween Worship. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Huangzhou, one of the 3,000 states, is the family residence of the ancient family and the monarch. The Jun family is an extremely glorious force on the side of Xianyu, inheriting countless epochs, and the ancestors have produced the supreme emperor. During this period, the entire Huangzhou and the Huangtian immortal territory were trembling. There is a dragon and phoenix phantom, which surrounds the void god island where the Jun family is located, and emits dragons and phoenixes. There are rumors. It is because the Jun family has a legendary heir who was pregnant for 10 years and is finally about to be born. Jun's void god island, in the palace of the Emperor of Heaven, there are many elders in the family, short of breath at the moment, looking at the infant baby. Since birth, the baby has never cried, only a blank look in his big eyes, but what the people always care about is this baby, who is surrounded by golden glow, like a young real dragon. This is, the ancient sacrament. An elder took a deep breath. Yes, it is definitely an ancient Eucharist. Why should the heavens treat my Jun family like this? Another clan elder cried out sadly. The clan has the ridiculous ancient Eucharist. Not only did they have no surprises, but they thumped their chests and felt very disappointed. The reason is very simple. In the famine ancient years, the Eucharist was indeed strong, and it could be ranked in the top 5 of the 3,000 physiques. It could compete with the eternal fairy body, the chaotic body, and the heavenly hegemonic body, great sacred body, even called the Emperor of Bangu. But in modern times, the laws of heaven and earth have changed drastically, and the environment is no longer suitable for the cultivation of the ancient Eucharist. 10 chains even fell from the sky to restrain the growth of the Eucharist. At this moment, that baby, Jun Xiaoyao, looked blank. I have crossed, and there is a tasteless ancient Eucharist. Jun Xiaoyao was an orphan in his previous life and was adopted by a blind fortune teller. The blind man said that although he was poor and lonely in this life, he would definitely be blessed by God in the next life and reach the pinnacle of life. Jun Xiaoyao was still quite unbelief at that time, but an accident took his life, opened his eyes again, and became a baby. It seems that I have indeed been born at the end of my life. Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself. From the words of those clan elders, Jun Xiaoyao could hear that the Jun family he was in was an ancient family, which was extremely brilliant. It can be said that others were born at the starting line, but Jun Xiaoyao was born directly at the end. It's just, I was born in such a sky-defying family. Why is my physique so wasteful? Could it be a wasteful start? Jun Xiaoyao slandered. Just then, a mechanical sound rang in his mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for getting the sign-in system. Ding! Refresh the sign-in location, birthplace, Tiandi Palace. Ding! This sign-in triggers the newcomer's lucky crit, and you can get rare rewards of more than 5 stars. Do you sign in? Is there a system? Jun Xiaoyao is not too surprised. Sign in. Jun Xiaoyao said silently in his heart. Ding! Congratulations to the host. Sign in successfully, get the 8-star rare reward, and become an ancient Eucharist. Boom. At the moment the system sound rang, Jun Xiaoyao only felt that an unparalleled force, like a volcano, erupted from his body. On his body surface, 10 semi-illusory golden shackles appeared. It was those 10 imprisonments. What happened? The clansmen were startled, their eyes all turned towards Jun Xiaoyao. Then, among the shocked eyes of the clans, click. The first golden chain, broken. Boom. An extremely terrifying chi and blood surged out. Click, the second golden chain broke again. The entire Tiandi palace is shaking. Haoguang is a masterpiece. Then the third, fourth, fifth, finally, 10 chains, all broken. Boom. Above the 9 heavens, the weather has changed, and thunder is surging. There are many phantoms of saints emerging from the sky, densely packed, with more than 10,000 in number, all worshipping in the direction of the Juanjia Shendao. This vision shocked the entire wild heaven and immortal realm. Oh my God, what's going on? There is a saint in the sky. The direction of their worship is Huangzhou Jun's house. It's definitely the Jun family's unicorn who had been pregnant for 10 years. What kind of physique did he actually trigger the vision of Wanqing's worship? Desolate heaven and immortal realm, 3,000 states, many ancient forces, and great figures of the immortal dynasty are amazed. Such a vision is rare in ancient times. Even when the ancient emperor was born, many people are curious, what kind of enchanting physique is the unicorn of the Jun family? And at this moment, in the palace of Heavenly Emperor, all the elders who have been used to seeing the vicissitudes of life are still in place with a dazed expression. One of the old men in golden robe with white beard and hair has tears in his old eyes. This is my grandson looks like a great emperor. That the old man's name is Jun Zhanjian. He is a high-ranking clan elder in the Jun family, but at this moment he is dancing like an old urchin, holding Jun Xiaoyao, and he can't help himself. Jun Xiaoyao was slightly sweaty when he heard this familiar sentence. He felt like an old general on the stage, with flags all over his back. Really deserves to be my grandfather. It's great. The ridiculous ancient Eucharist that was born to break the shackles is indeed unheard of. I can't find one after searching historical data for millions of years. A clan elder admired. With this son, my family can fight for the throne of the first generation. The ancestral dragon nest of the primordial royal family, a dragon Outyan with the blood of the emperor's dragon came out, and he dared to provoke our Jun family, saying that our Jun family has no younger generation. It is really ridiculous. It was a mockery. Although their monarchs are in the wilderness and are extremely brilliant, they are not without enemies. Ancestral Dragon's Nest, Xuanhuan Lingshan and other ancient imperial clans were the forces that had sins with the monarch's family. There are also places such as Life Forbidden Zone and Burial Ground for Eternity, which also have hidden dangers. But the clansmen believe that all these hidden dangers will be resolved with the arrival of Jun Xiaoyao, because they got it from the Jun family, but a great ancient sacrament who broke the shackles. Rumbling, Jun Xiaoyao's body, golden blood flows in the blood vessels. After breaking the shackles of the Eucharist, his breath also rose steadily, strengthening. Forging bones. Change blood. Through the aperture. Juling. In the stairs of Jun Zhanjian and the clansmen. UU reading www.bokanchu.com. Jun Xiaoyao's cultivation is directly linked to the 5 realms of the flesh body. You have to know that even for some of the gods, it takes at least 5 years to reach the physical body, and that is still on the premise that there are many holy medicines. But Jun Xiaoyao was only born within a quarter of an hour, and even the 5 levels of broken flesh, spreading out will make a group of heavenly proud people doubt life. The ancient sacrament that broke the shackles, it's really a evildoer. Rao is the group of elders who have seen more of the world, and can't help but say vulgar words, but the more amazing thing is still to come. In the whole body of Jun Xiaoyao, it seems that there are phantoms of saints floating up and down, singing worship to Jun Xiaoyao. Is this a vision of the Eucharist, the pilgrimage of Halloween? Jun Zhanjian and other elders, their brains are a little numb with shock. Generally speaking, all kinds of Eucharist have their own unique visions. It is rumored that the ancient Eucharist has become a desolate body, and it has 6 visions. After all of them are awakened, the 6 visions form 6 reincarnations, which can push all enemies in the world. Jun Zhanjian smiled from ear to ear. He seemed to have seen the magnificent scene of thousands of people coming to worship when his grandson became emperor in the future. Don't even talk about these old people. Even Jun Xiaoyao himself can't help but sigh. I have an invincible talent, an invincible background, and a sign-in system. How can other talents of this era live? Just when Jun Xiaoyao felt that he wanted to keep a low profile in the future, there was a systematic voice in his mind again. Ding! Congratulations to the host, the new sign-in location has been refreshed. Chapter 2, Alarm the 18th Ancestor, the Identity of the Son of God, Sequence Number 0. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Well, even the system doesn't want me to keep a low profile. Jun Xiaoyao said silently in his heart. Ding, the sign-in location is refreshed, please sign in at the Taiyue Ancient Monument. Taiyue Ancient Monument, where is that located? Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself, but this matter is not in a hurry. After all, he is just a baby now, and he has signed a great ancient Eucharist, which can be said to be a perfect start. The next sign-in location, I won't find it too late in the future. What I got at this check-in is the Great Ancient Eucharist. I don't know what good things I will get next time I check in. Jun Xiaoyao was a little expectant, but at this moment, Jun Zhanjian slapped his forehead and said, by the way, I haven't named my precious grandson yet, or how about calling him Jun Changsheng, which means that he will prove the way for longevity in the future. Jun Xiaoyao, who was held in his arms, was a little speechless. Although the name Jun Changsheng sounds clear, he still hopes to use his own name. Hey, this is not right, there are too many people called Changsheng, cheesy. Some clan elders shook their heads, now people and dogs dare to name Changsheng. How can such a bad street name be worthy of their monarch's unicorn? At this time, a somewhat weak voice suddenly sounded, why don't you call him Xiaoyao? My husband once said that it is easy to be a celestial being. I only hope that my child will be happy for a lifetime. Lying on the bed, the pale beautiful woman spoke. She is Jun Xiaoyao's biological mother, Jiang Ro. Faced with Jiang Ro's suggestion, Jun Zhanjian and others cannot ignore it, because Jiang Ro's identity is not so simple. She is a goddess of the Jiang family from the ancient family. Although the Jiang family is not as well known as the Jun family, it is also an ancient family, so how weak can it be? Okay, it's called Xiaoyao. Jun Zhanjian nodded, but he sighed slightly as if he suddenly thought of something on his mind. Jun Xiaoyao jumped when he saw this situation, only then did he realize that his father does not seem to be here. Wouldn't it be the father's sacrifice to the sky again, with boundless magic power? Zhantian, don't worry, Jun Wugui, but the white-clothed king, how can he fall so easily, and this child may grow up in the future, and may not be able to find his father to help him. An old woman on the side comforted. That's right, I still have a baby grandson. Jun Zhantian regained his smile. Jun Xiaoyao blinked, and secretly wrote down his father's title. The White King has no regrets. From this name, his father seems to be quite tall. The news that Xiaoyao is the ancient sacrament of great desolation is spread out. I am afraid it will cause the immortal territory to shake. You know, there are many forces secretly trying to disadvantage my Jun family. A clan elder said with deep meaning. Do you mean to use means to cover up Xiaoyao's body fluctuations? Jun Zhantian, the other elders also nodded slightly. The wood is beautiful in the forest, and the wind will destroy it. Jun Xiaoyao is now the treasure of the Jun family, no mistakes can appear. My descendants, when did they learn to cover up? Can't a sacrament protect it? At this time, a cold snort suddenly exploded from the sky. The entire Jun family was shocked, countless eyes cast to the top of the heavenly emperor palace. That wave! What a powerful breath! The old ancestor who was sleeping in the ancestral shrine, crawled out of the coffin. Hiss! Are even the ancestors alarmed? The sound of countless family members sucking in cold air came from all directions. That is the ancestor-level figure of the Jun family. Many of the Jun family have no chance to see their ancestors in their lives, and when Jun Xiaoyao was born, he shocked his ancestors, shocked many people, and showed envy. In the palace of the Emperor of Heaven, Jun Zhantian and other clan elders heard this voice, also with a vibrating color, and hurried out of the palace of the Emperor. The void above the heavenly Emperor palace opened a huge space crack. A slightly thin gray figure appeared. It was an old man in a gray robe, with dust on his head and body, as if he had just crawled out of the ground, but his shriveled body seems to contain the power of shaking the world. Like the heavens and the world, they are all under his feet. I'm the 18 ancestor, I have seen the 18 ancestor. Jun Zhantian and others hurriedly bowed. This gray-robed old man, but a real ancestor-level figure of the Jun family, has been buried in the Jun family's ancestral shrine for countless years. Only when a great change occurs in the Jun family, or when it reaches the critical moment of life and death, will he wake up. Jun Zhantian and others never thought that the birth of Jun Xiaoyao would attract the attention of the ancestors. The 18th ancestor's figure flashed, as if flashing, appeared in front of Jun Zhantian and hugged Jun Xiaoyao. His eyes are as deep as the sun and the moon. Looking at Jun Xiaoyao blinked, not crying or making trouble, but with a hint of curiosity. Is this my ancestor of the Jun family, so powerful aura, stronger than that of Grandpa? Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself. The 18th ancestor couldn't help laughing and said, okay, well, there is another real dragon in my Jun family. You stupid things, you still want to hide the light of this child. 18th ancestor, I'm afraid that someone will be unfavorable to my grandson in the future. Jun Zhanjian bit his head. Although their elders have a high status, they can only be regarded as younger generations before the 18th ancestors. Humph, I see who dares. If those old immortals dare to pull their faces down and face Xiaoyao's shots, the old man won't mind setting off an immortal war, killing him upside down, and bleeding millions of miles. The 18 ancestors had an infinitely domineering attitude. Jun Zhanjian and the others all secretly swallowed. Immortal war is a great battle between the ancient family, the supreme dynasty, and the immortal orthodoxy of the ancient royal family. A battle can turn the fairyland upside down, and hundreds of millions of people bleed. Desolate heaven and immortal realm, it has been a long time since there has been an immortal war. The old man announced that in the future this child will be the son of my Jun family, and all cultivation resources are tilted towards him. Even if he piles up hard, he has to pile up a Great Eucharist. 18th ancestor ordered. Jun Zhanjian and the others nodded in agreement. The ancient Eucharist that is born to break the shackles, so fools will not cultivate. Furthermore, to give this child the qualification of the zero number. The 18th patriarch continued. Yu reading www.uukangshu.com. What? The clansmen were shocked. If it is just to bestow the identity of the Son of God, that's fine. After all, it is just a status symbol, but the sequence is different. The Jun family sequence is qualified to fight for the position of patriarch. There are tens of thousands of young people in the Jun family, but only 10 people have obtained serial status. In other words, only these 10 people are qualified to compete for the position of patriarch. These 10 people, every one of them, can be amazing for an era, and they are the top 10 arrogances of the Jun family. And above the top 10 sequences, there is a zero number sequence. Zero means nothing and infinite possibilities. Its status is still above the first sequence. The zero number sequence of the previous generation is the father of Jun Xiaoyao. The white Wang Jun has no regrets. 18 patriarch, this is a bit wrong. It will make other sequences feel dissatisfied. An old woman tentatively said, every sequence has gone through countless tests before obtaining this identity. Jun Xiaoyao was given the zero sequence when he was born. What did this make other sequences think? They are dissatisfied. Let them fight on their own in the future, and the child will talk after the fight. The 18th ancestor said with his sleeve, listening to his tone. He is obviously extremely confident in Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Xiaoyao heard the words and sighed silently. Grandpa had high hopes for him, and the ancestors looked at him differently, as well as the secrets of his father and the hidden dangers of those monarchs. I really can't be a salted fish. Invincible talent, invincible background, system assistance, with such a perfect start. If I can't suppress an era, then I can only say that I'm too good. Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself. Chapter 3, The Mighty of Kidney, the Ancient Monument Sign. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In an instant, 3 years passed. News about Jun Xiaoyao still circulates throughout the Jun family. Everyone knows that as soon as Jun Xiaoyao was born, he alarmed the 18th ancestors and gave him his identity as a son of God. As for the serial number 0 identity, under Jun Zhanjian's deliberate restrictions, it did not spread, because when Jun Zhanjian was preparing to hold a 10-year-old banquet at Jun Xiaoyao, he invited all the immortal forces in the wild heaven and immortal realm. To announce the identity of Jun Xiaoyao's zero sequence, is to make a name for Jun Xiaoyao, and this will give Jun Xiaoyao a chance to grow up for 10 years with peace of mind. But when the time comes, if the rest of the Jun family is dissatisfied, you can only let Jun Xiaoyao solve it by himself. Jun Xiaoyao doesn't mind this. He still has confidence in his talent. 10 years is enough. Xiaoyao, after the 5 realms of the physical realm, there are the 5 realms of the gods, which are the gods of the heart, the gods of the liver, the gods of the spleen, the gods of the lungs, and the gods of the kidneys, which correspond to gold, wood, water, fire, and earth. When the 5 realms of the gods are completed, you can gather the spirit sea, condense the palace, and transform the true spirit. In a hall of Tiandi Palace, Jun Zhanjian is explaining his practice to Jun Xiaoyao. In the past 3 years, Jun Xiaoyao has been consolidating his realm. Various holy medicines, pills, are placed in front of Jun Xiaoyao like Chinese cabbage every day. Resources are the most expensive thing in the cultivation of the ancient Eucharist, but the Jun family is an ancient family, and it really can afford Jun Xiaoyao's resource consumption. After 3 years of accumulation, Jun Xiaoyao felt that he could break into the next realm at any time. Grandpa, how long does it usually take to break through the 5 realms of the gods? Jun Xiaoyao asked. Jun Zhanjian pondered. General Tianjiao, it takes about 5 years. Peerless Tianjiao may also take 2 or 3 years. You are an ancient sacrament with unparalleled flesh. Perhaps 1 or 2 years will be enough. A year or 2. Jun Xiaoyao thought to himself. After pointing out the path of cultivation, Jun Xiaoyao began to sink his heart to practice. What he cultivated is the supreme exercise method of the Jun family, Tai Xian Jing. This Tai Xian Sutra can be cultivated to the supreme realm, and it is one of the most top exercises of the monarch family, but as long as Jun Xiaoyao wants it, he can get any resource technique. Rumbling. Jun Xiaoyao's body, if there is thunder roaring, golden blood fills his body. The accumulation of these 3 years has exploded at this moment. If you look inside at this moment, you can see that the heart in Jun Xiaoyao's body is shining, as if a door is about to be opened. This won't. Jun Zhanjian on the side was a little startled. He has just finished explaining. Is his grandson about to break through? I dare not write like this in novels. However, just when Jun Zhanjian was shocked, Jun Xiaoyao's heart seemed to have a door blasted through. Boom. Jun Xiaoyao only felt that his physical body had been strengthened several times. The endless golden blood was surging, and his power instantly soared tenfold. Does this open the heart of the gods? It seems that it is nothing more than that. Jun Xiaoyao doubted. He felt that it was not as difficult as Jun Zhanjian said. Now that he broke through smoothly, Jun Xiaoyao did not hesitate, and continued to attack the next Shenxiang portal. Half an hour later, boom. The god of Livertsong was blasted once again, and the blood oscillated. Not long. The of spleen hides. Open it again. Then there is the of lungs. Finally, when the day was about to pass, Jun Xiaoyao shook his whole body, and the of kidneys finally blasted away. At the moment when the 5 great gods in his body opened, Jun Xiaoyao felt as if he had turned into a of war, able to suppress the whole world, and the old man Jun Zhanjian was just stunned and muttered blankly. His mother, it took me 2 years to break through the 5 realms of God hidden. This grandson actually broke through in 1 day. People are more angry than people. Jun Zhanjian feels like a waste in front of his grandson. No, it's just a waste, except for his older age and higher cultivation base. He is nowhere better than Jun Xiaoyao. Grandpa, I feel something is wrong. Jun Xiaoyao suddenly frowned. What's wrong? Could it be something wrong? Jun Zhanjian recovered and said nervously, Jun Xiaoyao is the treasure of the Jun family. If something goes wrong, the 18th ancestor will have to peel him off. How do I feel that the power of the of kidney is stronger than the other 4 gods? Jun Xiaoyao asked in doubt. This is not to say that his other 4 gods are not strong, but the kidney is too strong. Jun Zhanjian hurriedly stepped forward to investigate, and finally heaved a sigh of relief, his eyes complicated with envy. Grandpa, am I okay? Jun Xiaoyao asked. Of course it's okay, Xiaoyao. You will have to open up more branches and leaves for your grandfather's line in the future. When the 10-year-old feast comes, I will ask Jiang Ro to give you the pearl of their Jiang family. Jun Zhanjian said. This. Jun Xiaoyao was taken aback, and then suddenly realized Dare to Love the Ancient Eucharist also has a bonus in that respect, but Jun Xiaoyao is not the brains of a worm. No matter how good his kidneys are, he can't mess around. As for arranged marriages, Jun Xiaoyao would not like any Jiang's pearl in his hand. By the way, Grandpa, do you know what the Taiyue monument is? Jun Xiaoyao changed the subject. For the past 3 years, Jun Xiaoyao has been settling, and he has not signed in. Now that his cultivation base has broken through again, it is time to sign in at the sign-in place and receive the reward. The Taiyue ancient steel was originally a stone steel standing in the wild heaven and immortal realm to test the physical strength, but it was later dug back by our Jun family. Yu reading www.yuukeungshu.com was placed in the fighting field for later disciples to test the physical body. Jun Zhanjian said. It turned out to be like this. Jun Xiaoyao was slightly sweaty. Jun's family is really overbearing, and he dug back the Taiyue monument directly, but this is good, it saves Jun Xiaoyao the effort to find. Grandpa, I want to try the Taiyue ancient steel. Jun Xiaoyao said. This. Jun Zhanjian hesitated. The younger generations who go to the Jun family fighting arena are generally over 10 years old. Jun Xiaoyao is only 3 years old now, even if it is a rare ancient Eucharist, but if it really needs to be tested, it may still be better than those who are older. Grandpa, don't worry, I just try it, it doesn't matter if I fail. Jun Xiaoyao said, he just wanted to sign in and receive a reward. Well then. Jun Zhanjian nodded slightly. It's good to be frustrated, kid, it saves too much talent and develops that kind of arrogant personality. Follow the grandson when the time comes. If you fail, I can comfort him. Jun Zhanjian thought silently in his heart. It's been 3 years, and finally I can walk out of the Heavenly Emperor Palace. Jun Xiaoyao walked out of Tiandi Palace. Although he is only 3 years old, he already looks like a 5 or 6-year-old boy because of the ancient Eucharist. The black hair is crystal clear, the roots glow, and the skin is crystal clear as jade. The 5 senses are like carved from the sky, handsome and natural. At a very young age, he was born a fairy and handsome, like a young banal fairy. It is hard to imagine that when he grows up, Jun Xiaoyao will be so handsome and handsome. What reward can I get for signing into the Taiyue ancient monument? Jun Xiaoyao was curious. Chapter 4, Jun Linglong, 7-Orifice Linglong Heart, who is Jun Tiandi. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jun Family Fighting Field, located on a giant island suspended in the void. Many juniors from the Jun family will practice in the arena. There are not only the ring, but also various testing and repairing sites, which can be tested by the descendants of the Jun family. Taiyue ancient steel was directly occupied by the powerful person of the Jun family, and moved to the fighting arena for disciples in the clan to test the physical cultivation. At this moment, beside the Taiyue monument, a girl in palace costume is adjusting her breath, preparing to challenge the Taiyue monument. The girl is about 14 or 15 years old. She has long golden, slightly curly hair, falling down like a wave. Her hair is crystal clear and dazzling, her skin is like fat, her lips are purple, and her temperament is noble and elegant. Although she is not very young, the girl's body wrapped in tight-fitting palace clothes is exquisite and beautiful, and she is just showing her scale. I wonder what achievements Jun Linglong will create this time. She has a 7-orifice exquisite heart, and she is very fast in comprehending all kinds of exercises. She must have practiced all kinds of exercises. I heard that there are several sequences who wanted to recruit Jun Linglong as followers, but she refused. There are many Jun family children around, looking at the girl named Jun Linglong, whispering to their ears, Jun Linglong. Although not in the top 10 sequences, she is also considered a very famous lady in Jun's family, because she has a 7-orifice exquisite heart. This kind of heart is also called the heart of a saint, which means that if Jun Linglong does not fall, he will be destined to become a saint. Although for the Jun family, a sage is not particularly unusual. But looking at the entire Huangtian immortal realm, the saints are definitely big figures standing in the top row. Because Jun Linglong has the posture of sanctification, some sequences were willing to throw an olive branch to solicit, but they were all rejected by Jun Linglong. Zhentian golden palm. Jun Linglong raised his snow-white jade hand, and bombarded the Taiyue monument. Mingming looks like a slender body, but at this moment it seems to have burst out of endless power. Boom! After a loud noise, the Taiyue monument lit up. 150,000 caddies. Jun Linglong is so strong, it has increased by 30,000 caddies more than last time. Yes, an ordinary Tianjiao, who has cultivated his body to the utmost, but only 100,000 caddies of tremendous strength. Jun Linglong has already broken through that barrier. Sounds of admiration came from all sides, and a group of licking dogs' fiery eyes were indispensable. Jun's exquisite snow-white jade face is always plain, without waves. At this time, a harsh female voice sounded. Jun Linglong, why did you gain only 30,000 caddies after so long? A woman with a blue skirt twisted her waist. She has a charming face, but her words are sharp. Is Lan Qingya, the 10th sequence, follower of Jun Zhanjian? She has a higher status than a follower, and I heard that she was quite favored by the sword. Lan Qingya is not the Jun family, but the 10th sequence Jun swordsman, attracting followers from outside. Jun Linglong ignored it, but Lan Qingya said sharply, the sword-bearing master left a record of 5 million caddies of huge force on the Taiyue monument, which is dozens of times more than you, but you rejected him. Solicitation, now you know how ignorant you are. Lan Qingya can't understand Jun Linglong's false height. Ming Jun had already taken the initiative to solicit her with his sword, but Jun Linglong still refused him. In Lan Qingya's view, Jun Linglong is an artificial green tea bitch. Although Jun Zhanjian is very good, it is not the best. I, Jun Linglong, chasing people, will suppress the existence of an era. Jun Linglong said lightly, no one knows that Qiqiao Linglong Xian has a hidden ability, which is to vaguely glimpse a corner of the future. Of course, this ability is very against the sky, and it can't be used actively. Jun Linglong has only been triggered once. In that corner of the future, Jun Linglong saw a vaguely detached figure, dressed in white, with her back facing all beings, hundreds of thousands of living beings. The ancient tens of thousands, worshipped behind him, chanting the name of his emperor. At that time, Jun Linglong had determined that a real dragon would surely emerge from the family of this generation to suppress the eternal time and space. Just, in that corner of the future, the Emperor Juntian, who is worshipped by all living beings, which Tianjiao sequence of the Jun family actually refers to. Because of this doubt, Jun Linglong never followed anyone. She has been waiting for the person who most resembles Emperor Juntian to appear. Jun Zhanjian is the 10th sequence, although it is very strong, but it has not given Jun Linglong that feeling. However, when Lan Qingya heard Jun Linglong's words, she found it very ridiculous. He, suppress an era. Jun Linglong, your excuse is a bit ridiculous. Even if it is the strongest first sequence of the active duty monarch, he dare not say this 100%, because this is a world of great controversy, the rise of 10,000 races, and the emergence of Tianjiao. No Tianjiao dare to speak out and can suppress this era. At this moment, above the sky in the distance, a white crane attracted everyone's attention. Above the white crane, there was a figure like a young sitting cross-legged. Is Jun Xiaoyao. He has only broken through the 5 realms of the gods, and has not obtained the ability to travel from the sky, so he can only come by white crane. Who is that figure? It looks so young. Do you come to the arena at such a young age? A group of gentlemen's children started talking. Jun Xiaoyao has stayed in the Tiandi palace since he was born, and has never walked around the Jun's house. Therefore, apart from the 18th ancestor, a group of clan elders and the birth mother Jiang Ro, no one else has ever seen Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes fell on the young figure, and the Qiqiao Linglong heart in his body suddenly trembled. There was a throbbing in my heart. No way. Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes gradually widened, and an intuition came to his heart. The white crane fell. Jun Xiaoyao touched his toes and landed easily. What a handsome boy, I really want to pinch his face. A gentle girl said with beautiful eyes. Cute, I want to ride. Another plump and domineering Jun family girl stared at Jun Xiaoyao with her beautiful eyes, with a silly smile on her face. Being stared at by such a group of wolves and tigers, Jun Xiaoyao felt a little panicked. His kidneys are indeed strong, but he is still a 3-year-old child. He doesn't want a small horse-drawn cart. This kid is too strong. How come it feels better than us? A young man from the Jun family couldn't help asking, my child, which family are you from? Why have you never seen you? Jun Xiaoyao said casually, of course you haven't seen me. This is the first time I have come out of Tiandi Palace. For the first time from Tiandi Palace. As the young man from the Jun family was talking, his body suddenly trembled. Tiandi Palace, that is where the highest-ranking talents in the Jun family are eligible to live. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com. The young man looked at Jun Xiaoyao with shaking eyes and said, could it be that you were from 3 years ago? Yes, I am Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Xiaoyao said lazily, wow. When The whole fighting field was in shock. Jun Xiaoyao is now the most mysterious and highest identity junior in the Jun family, was born 3 years ago, shocked the 18th ancestors, and personally bestowed him the identity of the Son of God. It can be said that Jun Xiaoyao's current status is no less inferior to the top 10 sequences. Meet the Lord God. In the fighting field, all the children of the Jun family bowed together. Jun Linglong's eyes had different colors, but he also saluted Jun Xiaoyao. Lan Qingya's expression also changed. She was a retainer with a foreign surname, and she did not dare to offend Jun Xiaoyao, and hurriedly bowed, looking at the son of the Jun family who salutes him respectfully. Jun Xiaoyao secretly licked his lips, thought to himself. No, according to the routine, in this situation, shouldn't someone come out to question me, and then be slapped in the face? Crazy, behaving so obediently, how can I pretend to be forced? Jun Xiaoyao has a feeling of hitting the cotton and making it harder. He still wants to find someone to pretend to be forceful. No, it's just a discussion, but Jun Xiaoyao still underestimated the identity of the Son of God. I am afraid that no one present would dare to show no respect to him. Forget it, since no one is provoking, then I should sign in as soon as possible. Jun Xiaoyao shook his head slightly, and walked directly to the ancient Taiyue monument. At this time, the mechanical sound of the system came into his mind. Ding, I have arrived at the Taiyue monument, the sign in place. Do you sign in? Sign in. Jun Xiaoyao said silently in his heart. Chapter 5, Sign in. Shenxiang Zhenjijin, a 3-year-old master of Linghai realm. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, congratulations to the host, get a 6-star reward, the image of the prison. After the voice of the system fell, a series of mysterious exercises and formulas flooded into Jun Xiaoyao's mind like a torrent. Idols control the prison, use qi to attract the gods, use the gods to form images, raise their hands and feet. The power of the idols, 1 person, 100,000 particles. Every particle is comparable to an idol. Awakening 100,000 particles is the power of 100,000 idols. With a punch, open the mountains and break the sea, crush the stars, subvert the sun and the moon, in a single thought. Idols prison restraining force, such a powerful method, even in the Jun's house, such a method of body refining is absolutely rare. Jun Xiaoyao secretly sighed. He has also read many top-level body refining methods of the Jun family, but methods such as Shenxiang Zhenjijin are still very rare. I originally thought that the 6-star award would be far inferior to the 8-star award, but now it seems that it is not bad. Jun Xiaoyao sighed, and Jun Xiaoyao also understood that the system rewards, from low to high, are divided into 1 to 10 stars. 1-star award is the most common, and 10-star is the best. The 6-star award is already very good. This idol's jailbreaking power, paired with the incomparable mortal body, is a perfect match. Jun Xiaoyao directly sat on the ground and began to comprehend in place. His original intention was to sign in at the Taiyue ancient monument, not to test his physical strength. 100,000 particles in the human body are first transformed into giant elephants. After all awakening, the giant elephants become dragon elephants become primitive elephants, and primitive elephants become idols. Jun Xiaoyao fell into enlightenment. The children of the Jun family around the Taiyue monument are all confused. What's going on? I thought Lord God's son came to the Taiyue ancient stele to test his physical strength. Yes, why did you just sit on the ground? In the eyes of this group of Jun family children, Jun Xiaoyao's behavior is simply a great reward for human deceitful behavior. Naturally, they didn't know that Jun Xiaoyao was comprehending the spirit of jailbreaking. This kind of throbbing feeling, is he really? Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes stared at Jun Xiaoyao's back sitting cross-legged. Mingming is only a 3-year-old child, but like a young god, it gives people an unfathomable feeling. It's not sure yet, but, it's not impossible. Jun Linglong thought, when Jun Xiaoyao was born, he inspired all saints to worship and shook the entire deserted fairyland. Many of the Jun family disciples present were speculating on what physique Jun Xiaoyao was. Although Jun Zhanjian and others did not deliberately conceal the news that Jun Xiaoyao is a ridiculous ancient Eucharist, they did not deliberately publicize it. So most people in the Jun family still don't know the physique of Jun Xiaoyao. Is this the man who is said to be so enthusiastic? He doesn't feel like he has 3 heads and 6 arms, and he is still so young. Isn't he going to challenge the ancient monument of Taiyue? Lan Qingya is also looking at Jun Xiaoyao. There is not much awe in her eyes. After all, she is backed by the 10th sequence of the Jun family. Many times, even some Juanjia Tianjiao didn't want to provoke Lan Qingya for fear of offending the Jun Zhanjian behind her. The Lord Zhanjian has set a record of 5 million caddies on the Taiyue ancient stele, that is, looking at the entire desolate heaven and immortal realm, they are all located in the top stream. With this child's current realm and age, it is only 100,000 caddies, right? Lan Qingya thought silently in her heart. Being able to get the favor of Jun Zhanjian is the luckiest thing in her life. In her eyes, no one can compare to Jun Zhanjian, including Jun Xiaoyao, and at this moment, Jun Xiaoyao is plunged into enlightenment. Vaguely, he sensed 100,000 particles in his body, like 100,000 embryos, and each embryo contained an unawakened giant elephant. Boom. Jun Xiaoyao mobilizes the golden blood power of the ancient sacred body. The ancient sacramental body can be said to be the most suitable physique for refining the body, and it is naturally also twice the result with half the effort to cultivate the idol and jail force. Rumbling. Soon, Jun Xiaoyao felt that a small particle in his body broke open, as if a giant elephant awakened, rising to the sky and roaring, blasting down the stars. A divine power burst out of Jun Xiaoyao as the giant elephant particles awakened. 10,000 caddies of force. Jun Xiaoyao was shocked. A giant elephant represents 10,000 caddies of force. Ruojuan Xiaoyao transforms 100,000 particles in his body into 100,000 giant elephants, then it is a billion caddies of huge force. And Jun Zhanjian only has 5 million caddies of great power. 1 billion to 5 million, the gap is simply incomparable. I have awakened a particle, and it will be much more convenient next. I want to see how many giant elephant particles can be awakened by the ancient saint body at one time. Jun Xiaoyao secretly said. He continued to practice. The golden blood rose into the air, as if behind him, turned into a golden idol that suppresses the world. What a powerful blood! What kind of exercise is that? Why have I never seen it? That the fluctuations of Jun Xiaoyao's practice swept across the fighting arena, and countless Jun family children stared at this scene blankly. The golden idol suppressed the world, and the trunk is rolled, as if it can hold the 9 days and the moon. And Jun Xiaoyao, sitting cross-legged in front of the idol, like a young of war. Rumbling. Jun Xiaoyao's body, from time to time, heard the sound of beans popping. It was the giant elephant particles awakening one after another. In the end, Jun Xiaoyao suddenly opened his eyes, and blood surged into the 9 heavens. His realm has broken through again at this moment, reaching a new realm from the 5 realms of the gods to the great perfection. Linghai realm. A golden sea of spirits opened up from the body of Jun Xiaoyao, vast and turbulent, earth-shaking. Awakened 1,000 giant elephant particles, and incidentally broke through to the Linghai realm. Jun Xiaoyao's eyes were glaring, and his breath was strong. The 5 realms of the physical body. Yu reading www.yuukangshu. After the 5 realms of calm God hides, there are 3 great realms, Linghai 9 heavens, Divine Palace 9 heavens, True Spirit 9 heavens, is also called the Sea of Spirit Gathering, condensing the palace, transforming the real spirit. Those who broke through to the Spirit Sea realm at the age of 3, looking at the countless years of the fairyland, can't find a few. I'm not mistaken, Lord Godchild broke into the Linghai realm. That a disciple of the Jun family's eyes widened, and his chin almost fell to the ground. 3-year-old master of Linghai realm, hiss. A group of Jun family's children sucked in air and began to doubt life, not to mention them. Even the old face of Jun Zhanjian, who was hidden in the void, was a little surprised. He originally came to look after Jun Xiaoyao, fearing that Jun Xiaoyao's failure would hit his Dao Xian. But now, Jun Zhanjian feels that his Dao Xian has been hit. My grandson is absolutely perverted, but where did his practice come from? It's really something. Jun Zhanjian muttered. He is a powerful man in the holy realm, and he can see the extraordinary power of the gods to suppress prisons at a glance. 1,000 giant elephant particles are awakened, but I have to try. Jun Xiaoyao looked at the Taiyue monument in front of him, eager to try. 1,000 giant elephant particles represent 10 million caddies of force. This is already the 10th sequence, double the record of Jun Zhanjian. If there is no accident, I am afraid that the record of Jun Zhanjian cannot be maintained. Jun Xiaoyao clenched a fist with one hand, and the surging divine power surged in his body. The Son of God is going to challenge the ancient monument of Taiyue. Can he break the record of Jun Zhanjian? That in the entire fighting arena, countless disciples of the Jun family, their eyes converge at this moment. Lan Qingya bit her lip, and said to herself, no, the record of the sword fighter will not be broken by anyone. Chapter 6, To Break the Eternal Realm, Jun Linglong wants to follow. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The record of 5 million caddies of swordsmanship has been kept for a long time on the Taiyue monument, is not to say that the younger generation of the entire Jun family is the strongest. Many of the remaining sequences were practicing outside or retreating, and there was no physical strength testing at the Taiyue ancient steel. At this moment, seeing Jun Xiaoyao about to make a move, all eyes gathered. After all, Jun Xiaoyao was born with a golden spoon in his mouth, and he was named the Son of God. His every move has attracted the attention of all quarters. If Jun Xiaoyao's performance is not good, although everyone dare not ridicule anything openly, there will obviously be some slight remarks in their hearts. Jun Zhanjian, who is hidden in the void, is also a little nervous. Whether it can establish prestige in Jun's house for the first time depends on Jun Xiaoyao's performance this time. Jun Xiaoyao himself didn't think so much, but after a simple breakthrough, he wanted to test his strength. He makes a fist with 5 fingers, simple and not the slightest fancy. Jun Xiaoyao felt that there were 1,000 giant elephants rushing in his body, and the power of horror was transmitted from the tendons and veins to the front of the boxer. Boom! Jun Xiaoyao hit the Taiyue ancient monument with a punch, and the golden idol behind it seemed to be accompanied by the bombardment. In an instant, the whole ancient monument roared and trembled violently. A dazzling number appeared on the Taiyue monument, 10 million caddies. Hiss! All the children of the Jun family, with a look of astonishment, rubbing their eyes desperately, unable to believe what they saw. Is only 3 years old and has a huge force of 10 million caddies. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, they would never believe it. Lan Qingya's eyes widened, her delicate body trembled, and her soul was deeply shocked. Although she didn't want to admit it, there has never been a mistake in the Taiyue monument. Jun Linglong also shook her beautiful eyes, which confirmed her inner guess. Even Jun Zhanjian, who was hidden in the dark, had his old face dumbfounded and looked a little funny, but the matter is not over. A series of cracks, centered on Jun Xiaoyao's fist, spread like a spider web in all directions. This. Jun Xiaoyao himself was also stunned. He swears that he never intentionally destroyed public property. Click. In the dumb gaze of everyone, the ancient monument of Taiyue shattered every inch, and finally collapsed directly into countless pieces. At the same time it collapsed, a voice that seemed to have come from ancient times resounded through the entire Jun family. Create the eternal realm again, and give rewards to heaven. That this voice came from the void, extremely magnificent, as if an emperor was whispering, but what he said made Shifang shocked. Eternal realm. What does this mean? Represents countless epochs from ancient times to the present. At the age of Jun Xiaoyao, no one is stronger than his physical strength, even the ancient emperor supreme. At the age of 3, his body is not as good as Jun Xiaoyao. This is definitely a terrifying record. In contrast, Jun Zhanjian's record of 5 million caddies is obviously so shabby. My Lord God, broke the eternal realm. Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes were extremely bright, flashing with splendor. If she had only guessed before, now she is 50% sure. Jun Xiaoyao may be the invincible existence that faces all sentient beings in the future. Lan Qingya is pale. This record is too terrifying, she can't even imagine it. Thinking of the previous guess that Jun Xiaoyao has only 100,000 caddies of huge power, Lan Qingya felt a little embarrassed and her face flushed. Grandson, awesome. Jun Zhanjian couldn't help showing up from the void, his face flushed, and his mouth closed with a smile. Jun Xiaoyao's mouth twitches. Why does this sound like a curse? The other Jun family disciples saw Jun Zhanjian appear, and they all bowed and said, I have seen the clan elder. Grandpa, this Taiyue monument is broken. Jun Xiaoyao said silently. It's okay, it's broken when it's broken, but you have brought another big surprise to my Jun family. Jun Zhanjian couldn't help himself. Compared to the eternal record set by Jun Xiaoyao, an ancient Taiyue monument is broken. What is it? At this time, in the void, a group of chaotic rays of light emerged, and finally fell into the hands of Jun Xiaoyao. This is a reward for breaking the eternal realm. Jun Xiaoyao took a closer look and found that it was a piece of jade slip. A spirit of spirit penetrated into it, and Jun Xiaoyao suddenly discovered that the jade slip recorded in this jade slip was a kind of supreme soul refining method. Chaos God grinding ideas. Interesting, is this to make me invincible both physically and spiritually? Jun Xiaoyao smiled secretly. His physical body has broken through the extreme realm, unparalleled in ancient times, plus this supreme soul refining method. When the time comes, the physical body and soul will be perfect. Jun Xiaoyao thought, put away the jade slip, and decided to study it carefully in the future. At this time, there was a bright rainbow coming from a distance. It was an elder with a high status in the monarch family, shouting loudly. The 18th ancestors felt that the eternal realm was broken, and rewarded the three gods of immortality, Jun Xiaoyao. That the words of the clan elder once again caused an uproar in the quartet, a group of Jun family disciples, jealously jealous. Immortal medicine is extremely precious. Generally speaking, even the first-rate forces in the fairyland may only have one or two undead medicine. Although the Jun family is an ancient family with a rich heritage, there are not many immortal medicines. I will reward 3 undead medicines in one go. This has never happened before in the Jun family. But when I think of Jun Xiaoyao breaking the eternal record, this reward seems to be justified. Lan Qingya was shocked and numb. She still deeply remembers that Jun Zhanjian once was fortunate enough to get a potion of immortality, which was simply offered as an ancestor. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com was not willing to use it, but Jun Xiaoyao can get 3 plants at once. This contrast is too huge. Tell me on my behalf, thank you for your reward. Jun Xiaoyao said calmly without arrogance or rashness. He is also preparing to return to the Heavenly Emperor Palace to retreat. Digesting the results this time, Jun Linglong hesitated slightly, bit his jade lip, still stepped out of the lotus step, feeling nervous and said, God, please stay. Huh? Jun Xiaoyao tilted his head and saw Jun Linglong. She is wrapped in a palace costume with her exquisite figure that is just beginning to appear. The long golden hair with micro-curly is crystal clear and dazzling, and a flawless jade face against the backdrop is white and delicate, with unparalleled temperament. Are you? Jun Xiaoyao was puzzled. The little girl Jun Linglong, I have seen the son of Xiaoyao. Jun Linglong said slightly cramped. She has always been indifferent and calm, with a delicate and elegant temperament, but facing Jun Xiaoyao at this moment, Jun Linglong felt that she was ordinary to her bones, and she couldn't raise the slightest arrogance at all. Something. Jun Xiaoyao said lightly, the blonde girl looks very seductive, but Jun Xiaoyao is not the type who can't walk when she sees a woman. Therefore, Jun Xiaoyao's attitude is rather plain. Jun Linglong was a little uneasy. She opened her lips after saying a salute to Jun Xiaoyao. Linglong hopes to become a follower of the Son of God. When fell, the whole fighting field was dead silent. Many male children of the Jun family were pale and heartbroken. In their eyes, high above, they can only look at the exquisite lady from a distance, but at this moment, she bowed down and offered to become a follower of others. This feeling is like a goddess in my own mind, actively wanting to be someone else's plaything. Chapter 7, I am the Emperor of Heaven, and I will kill the enemy in the world. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Want to follow me? Jun Xiaoyao was slightly surprised Jun Linglong's thoughts. He really didn't guess. Becoming a follower is very common. The 10 major sequences of the Jun family. Behind each sequence, there are a group of extraordinary followers, or Tianjiao disciples from within the Jun family, or recruiting tame talents from outside. In short, every person of the world will cultivate followers and become an important force in the future. Even his father, Jun Wugui, had a group of followers, who were called by the world to be the king of the gods and the 8 tribes, each of whom can take his own role and be called a hero. Jun Xiaoyao didn't think about it, but he was only 3 years old now, and he didn't rush to attract followers at all, so he didn't care about it. Why? Jun Xiaoyao was curious, just because he broke the eternal realm? A kind of intuition. Jun Linglong said deeply with beautiful eyes, she is inconvenient to talk about the future, because she is likely to suffer some kind of huge cause and effect. Jun Linglong can't bear the consequences. Intuition. Jun Xiaoyao was speechless. He also noticed that Jun Linglong probably knew something, but didn't say it clearly, but he has occasionally heard about Jun Linglong, born with 7 orifices and exquisite heart. He is agile and smart, and he is one step ahead of anyone to comprehend any martial arts. If it does not fall, it is destined to be holy in the future. This kind of heavenly arrogant girl, wherever it is placed, is the existence of the stars holding the moon, but it is also qualified to follow Jun Xiaoyao. Now Grandpa takes care of my daily life every day. In addition to preaching to me, he is nagging me to grow up and open branches and leaves to the Jun family. Jun Xiaoyao felt helpless. Although he is only 3 years old on the outside, he has already matured in his heart. Facing a bad old man all the time, even his grandfather will be very boring. It's not bad for Jun Linglong to be a maid and take care of her daily life. Jun Xiaoyao thought, he didn't want to train Jun Linglong in the past, but if he was a maid, it would be acceptable. If you let outsiders know Jun Xiaoyao's thoughts, you must even have the heart to kill him. Actually want to let the stars hold the moon, the arrogant girl of heaven who has been watched by thousands of people, as a maid. You have to know that even if the Tianjiao sequence like Jun Zhanjian, he just wants to win Jun Linglong into a fellow practitioner. Just when Jun Xiaoyao was about to speak, a female voice came. Jun Linglong, did you take the initiative to follow others? Lan Qingya was the one who asked. She didn't dare to offend Jun Xiaoyao, so she could only point her words at Jun Linglong. What's wrong? Jun Linglong said calmly, facing Jun Xiaoyao, she will be nervous, but she is not restrained to Lan Qingya. The sword master once spoke in person and wanted to recruit you, but you refused. Now you are actively following others. Where do you put the sword master's face? Lan Qingya said with an ugly face. Jun Linglong's move, isn't it just smashing Jun Zhanjian's face naked? Jun Zhanjian is very good, but I, Jun Linglong, chasing after others, will suppress the existence of an era. Jun Linglong's tone was full of enthusiasm. Suppress an era? Do you mean him? Lan Qingya said subconsciously, without a word. Where is the ignorant thing? Jun Xiaoyao didn't say anything yet. Jun Zhanjian raised his eyebrows and his sleeves. Puff. Lan Qingya's delicate body was knocked into the air and fell to the ground, bleeding from the corners of her mouth. This is Jun Zhanjian's self-confidence, too lazy to kill Lan Qingya. If I have a chance in the future, I would like to have a discussion with the swordsman clan brother. As for you, let's go. Jun Xiaoyao said flatly. He didn't bother to take action on such a small role. Lan Qingya's face was pale. She looked at Jun Linglong, with a hint of unwillingness in her eyes, turned around and left. Jun Linglong didn't care, but stared at Jun Xiaoyao steadily. There was a pitiful color in his beautiful eyes. Changed to any other male, I am afraid I can't wait to agree. Jun Xiaoyao pondered for a while and asked, will you serve tea and pour water? That everyone was shocked when he said this. Jun Linglong was also stunned, but she nodded subconsciously. Although she has never done this kind of work, it doesn't mean she can't do it. Do you know how to wash and stack quilts? Jun Xiaoyao asked again. Jun Linglong still nodded blankly. Okay, then I agree. Jun Xiaoyao said simply. At this time, Jun Linglong and the people around them all reacted. Ganking Jun Xiaoyao is not choosing followers, but a maid. For a while, all male Tianjiao present showed envy and jealousy. Let Jun Linglong be a maid. Not everyone can do it. Jun Linglong herself was in a daze for a moment. Is she really a maid? But when he thinks of that corner of the future, Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes reveal a firm color. She lightly opened her lips and asked, Sir Godzi has asked so much, can Linglong also ask a question? What's the problem? Jun Xiaoyao said. If the Son of God becomes the Emperor of Heaven in the future, what should he do? After Jun Linglong asked, her eyes settled, staring at Jun Xiaoyao. Jun Xiaoyao was stunned, then smiled and shook his head. It's very simple. I am the Emperor of Heaven, I will kill all enemies in the world as a town. Jun Xiaoyao said nothing. Suddenly, the thunder in the sky exploded, and the sky was shaking. The words come out of the way, and the world is changing. Everyone showed a look of horror. Yu read www.yuukangshu.com and they had never seen anything like this. Jun Zhanjian also took a deep breath, his eyes were extremely complicated. No regrets, your child, as expected, is like you back then, full of pride. Jun Zhanjian knew that this sentence, representing a big cause and effect, fell on Jun Xiaoyao. Just when Jun Xiaoyao said this, a life-restricted zone in Xianyu, an extremely ancient hoarse voice came out. The generation of the Jun family has great ambitions, In addition, an ancient spirit mountain where the divine phoenix is flying and the true phoenix is circling, there is a sound of cold ironic laughter. Kill all the enemies in the world, Have the descendants of Jun Wuhui be so arrogant, in an ancient nest where dragon veins converge, there are also indifferent words. The road to the emperor in this world will appear, and the descendants of our clan Long Outyen and others will let the Jun family and other desolate ancient families understand what is meant by Tianjiao's bloody, desolate eyes. Jun Xiaoyao probably did not expect that a word he said casually would cause such a shock. When he recovered, he found that Jun Linglong's eyes were extremely bright, staring at him closely. What's wrong? Jun Xiaoyao touched his face. Linglong is willing to follow Master Shenxi. Jun Linglong made up his mind completely, without wavering. From that sentence, Jun Linglong understood a lot. Jun Xiaoyao nodded. This time the harvest was complete, signed in and gained the idol's prison power, broke the eternal realm, received the reward of the heavens, and the chaos grinds the idea, is the 3 undead medicines rewarded by the 18 ancestors, finally recruited a blonde girl as a maid, which can be said to be a fulfillment of merit. Chapter 8, the sign-in place is refreshed, and in the 10th sequence, Jun Zhanjian is out. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After, Jun Xiaoyao took Jun Linglong with Jun Zhanjian and returned to the Heavenly Emperor Palace. As for the other children of the Jun family in the arena, they watched him leave with envy and awe. If Jun Xiaoyao's performance is poor, everyone will naturally have a slight remark in their hearts, but now, Jun Xiaoyao's performance has completely conquered everyone. Didn't you see even Jun Linglong willing to be the maid of Jun Xiaoyao? You said, will Jun Zhanjian find his place back? A young gentleman asked with interest. No, as long as Jun Zhanjian is not stupid, he probably won't provoke God. The rest shook their heads. Everyone knows that Jun Xiaoyao is highly valued by the 18th ancestors and has a boundless future. In the future, he is destined to be the pillar of the Jun family. If the Lord Zhanjian would offend Lord Xiaoyao because of a Lan Qingya, it would definitely be a brain drain. As for Jun Xiaoyao himself, he didn't take the matter of Jun's sword at all. If he came to find a place for Lan Qingya, Jun Xiaoyao would still be happy to fight with him. Is this the Heavenly Emperor Palace? Jun Linglong looked at the magnificent palace in front of him with a hint of excitement. Although her status is high, she is not qualified to enter the Heavenly Emperor Palace. Be free and don't be cautious. Jun Xiaoyao waved his hand. Thank you, Lord Godson. Jun Linglong bowed to Jun Xiaoyao and smiled sweetly. It would be difficult for Jun Linglong to take another look when I changed to someone else, but I could just accept him as a maid. Is this power and status? Jun Xiaoyao was secretly speechless. Reincarnation is indeed a technical job. By the way, Grandpa, you won't have to come every day if Linglong takes care of your grandson in the future. Jun Xiaoyao turned his head. Hey, you grandson. Jun Zhanjian blew his beard and stared. With a beautiful maid, he turned around and threw Grandpa away, right? It's not enough but Jun Xiaoyao, Jun Zhanjian still compromised, but sometimes he will come if he needs to preach. In the next few days, Jun Xiaoyao was comprehending the Shenxiang Zhenjijin exercise. Idol's prison strength is not only the cultivation of great power, but also the evolution of various martial arts disciplines. For example, it can evolve the strongest attack method, the spear of the underworld. Because of the ancient idols, it can suppress the boundless hell, absorb the aura of hell, and turn it into a spear that pierces everything. Can also evolve the strongest defensive method, guarded by the gods, and unbreakable, can even condense the wings of the devil. The wings shook, and the void was extremely fast. As Jun Xiaoyao's insight deepens, more and more abilities will be unlocked later. In the end, you can even evolve a true ancient idol, summon the gates of hell, and the endless swarms of demons will fight for the king. This idol is really very practical. Jun Xiaoyao was amazed. Although the Jun family also has many supreme body refining methods, in terms of functionality, they are not as complete as the power of idols. I really hope there is a chance to sign in. Jun Xiaoyao couldn't wait to sign in again. Ding. At this moment, a systematic voice came from Jun Xiaoyao's mind again. Congratulations to the host, the new sign-in location has been refreshed. Please sign in at the 10-year-old banquet. Jun Xiaoyao heard this voice, and he was slightly taken aback. 10 years old banquet, is it my 10 years old banquet? He heard what Jun Zhanjian said. When he is 10 years old, the Jun family will hold a grand 10-year-old banquet for him. At that time, many forces from the wild heaven and immortal territory, the ancient family, the supreme family, etc., will be invited to come to the banquet. Even the identity of Jun Xiaoyao's serial number 0 will be announced at the 10-year-old banquet. This banquet was the first time that Jun Xiaoyao entered the WDO. It seems that the place and time of check-in are random, not regular. Jun Xiaoyao thought, but this is nothing. The idea of Shenxiang prison guard and chaos god grinding is enough for Jun Xiaoyao to practice now. I'm a bit looking forward to the 10-year-old banquet. Jun Xiaoyao smiled slightly. By the way, why hasn't there been any movement on Jun Zhanjian? Is it really persuaded? Jun Xiaoyao whispered secretly, but slightly disappointed. At the same time, in the Jun's house, a place is suspended above the void of the spirit island. The 10 major sequences of Jun's family have different treatments from those of ordinary Tianjiao, and each has a separate residence, or Tiangong, or God Island, or Cave in Heaven. This Lingdao is the 10th sequence of the Jun family, the mansion of Jun. Zhanjian, on Spirit Island, there is a mountain like a long sword, inserted into the sky, exuding panic-like sword aura like the mighty sky. At the foot of the mountain, Lan Qingya in a blue skirt has been waiting here for several days. Is the Lord Swordsman still out of the customs? Lan Qingya expressed anxiety, grievance, and unwillingness. The more I remembered what happened on the martial arts arena, the more Lan Qingya felt aggrieved and angry, but she did not dare to trouble Jun Xiaoyao and Jun Linglong, so she could only rely on Jun Zhanjian. Every time in the past, someone offended Lan Qingya and only looked for Jun Zhanjian. In the end, someone must apologize. It is precisely because of this that Lan Qingya has such a proud personality. Boom. At this moment, a huge wave suddenly spread from the top of the mountain. A terrifying mana storm traverses between the sky and the earth, like a tornado. It's the swordsman. He broke through again. Above the Ling Island, some followers of the sword were startled, their eyes all looking over the mountain peak. Lan Qingya's expression of grievance swept away, and she looked very excited. Jun broke through with a sword, and strengthened again. Presumably he can help her out, not to teach Jun Xiaoyao, at least to teach Jun Linglong. On the mountain peak, a young man in black robes with a sword backed stepped down into the void. Generally speaking, after the Linghai realm, when you reach the Divine Palace realm, you can walk in the air. Obviously, this black-robed boy is already a master of the Divine Palace realm. He is about 13 or 14 years old, with flying ink hair and deep black pupils. The temperament of the whole person is like a divine sword that cuts through the sky, which is daunting. This black-robed boy is in the 10th sequence of the Jun family, the Jun sword. It is rumored that on the day of his birth, all the swordsmen of the Jun family had their long swords spun out of their own accord and pointed to the birthplace of the sword. He is born with a clear sword heart, and has an indestructible sword body, which can hold endless sword energy in his body. He has a talent for enchanting swordsmanship and martial arts. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com.it is precisely because of this kind of talent that makes the king's sword rise strong and become one of the 10 major sequences. Although is only the 10th sequence at the bottom of the ranking, it is still not to be underestimated. You must know that the entire Jun family, with thousands of young Tianjiao, it is so difficult to obtain a sequence identity. Not everyone is like Jun Xiaoyao, born high above, with extraordinary status. Qingya, have you been waiting for me? The king drew his sword to the ground, and a group of followers around him bowed their hands, but the king directly ignored the sword and looked at Lan Qingya. Sword master. Lan Qingya squeezed out a few tears, with a grievance on her face, she threw herself into Jun Zhanjian's arms. This bitch. The other followers cursed inwardly, with contempt in their eyes, are followers of Jun Zhanjian, and they can't understand Lan Qingya's style, also said that others Jun Linglong is a green tea bitch, he is the real green tea bitch. What's the matter, who made you unhappy again? Jun Zhanjian smiled faintly, he really favors Lan Qingya, and his attitude towards her is different from the rest of his followers. It's like this. Lan Qingya told the whole story, then she wailed her grievances and said, Master Zhanya, Qingya is all for your face, whoever thought, that Jun Xiaoyao and Jun Linglong. You said, you offended Jun Xiaoyao, that the black hair concealed Jun Zhanjian's eyes, making it difficult to see his expression. Yes, Lord Zhanjian, you must seek justice for Qingya. Lan Qingya said grievances, snapped. However, what greeted her was a loud slap. Are you trying to kill me? Chapter 9, Lan Qingya is guilty of Jing, Yuan Tian Zhizun's secret collection. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lan Qingya was stunned, completely stunned, she held her hot profile face and looked at Jun Zhanjian with an incredulous expression on her face. Jun Zhanjian's face was extremely gloomy, his eyes filled with coldness. Master Zhanjian, are you hitting me? Lan Qingya said in disbelief, feeling the gradually swollen cheeks. Lan Qingya felt like she was dreaming. Jun fights the sword, hasn't he been obedient to her? Even Lan Qingya has a feeling that the Jun family sequence is nothing more than that. Lan Qingya even imagined that in the future, he could completely control the sword of the king, and he would do whatever he said. Which foreign surname retainer can control the order of the monarch? Shi Lan Qin Yening. But now, looking at Jun Zhanjian's gloomy face, Lan Qingya feels like he has become a stranger. Who asked you to provoke Jun Xiaoyao? Jun held his sword and suppressed his anger. I'm all for your sake, Lord Zhanjian. You recruited Jun Linglong before, but she ignored him, but she was willing to follow that Jun Xiaoyao. Lan Qingya was still defending. Asshole girls. After hearing the words with the sword, the king couldn't help but slap the other half of Lan Qingya's face again. Lan Qingya was directly blown away, and the corners of her mouth were torn, and her bleeding continued. Do you know what identity Jun Xiaoyao is? Do you know who his father is? Jun Zhanjian was really angry. This Lan Qingya thinks that his sequence status is too stable. Do you want to shake it? Isn't it that Jun Wugui? Now the whereabouts are unknown. Lan Qingya bit her silver teeth, her face ugly. You are not qualified to insult the Wuhui uncle. Jun slapped Lan Qingya with a sword, slapped Lan Qingya a dozen times, and slapped her cheeks into pig heads. All the followers around are amazed. Is the sun coming out from the west? Don't say that Jun Xiaoyao is the son of Wuhui clan's uncle. His mother is also the goddess of the Jiang family. He has also received the attention of the 18th ancestors. You provoke him. Do you want me to lose the position of the 10th sequence? Jun, I really want to slap Lan Qingya to death. It's not good to provoke, but it provokes Jun Xiaoyao, who has the highest status and the greatest background. Master Zhanya, Qingya is wrong, please spare Qingya. Lan Qingya knelt on her knees, her chin was covered with blood. She has countless counts. She never thought that Jun Zhanjian would be so jealous of Jun Xiaoyao, and even did it on her. Get up, go to Jun Xiaoyao and please bear Jing. Jun Zhanjian said indifferently. Master Sword, this. Lan Qingya was struck by lightning. If this is the case, how will she have the face to stay at Jun's house in the future? And to ask her to bow her head in front of Jun Linglong to admit her mistake, it was even more uncomfortable than eating shit. Huh? Not going. Jun's sword's eyes were as sharp as a sword. I'm going. Lan Qingya was panicked, her expression humiliating. Then, a follower found a bundle of wattles and asked Lan Qingya to carry it on his back. The sharp thorns on the thorns cut through her jade back, causing Lan Qingya to hiss in pain. Forget it, I'll go with you, so that I can appear sincere. Jun Zhanjian hesitated for a while and decided to go with him. Lan Qingya is even more desperate. It was the first time that she saw Jun Zhanjian so uneasy, that Jun Xiaoyao, who is so sacred that he can be so jealous of his sword. Jun took the sword with Lan Qingya, who was incriminating with Jing, and left Ling Dao to go to the Heavenly Emperor Palace. Along the way, many of the Jun family's children have noticed. That's the 10th sequence. Jun Zhanjian, has he left? Jun Zhanjian's strength has improved again, and he is heading to the Heavenly Emperor Palace. Is it the trouble to find the Son of God? No, look at that Lan Qingya. Many eyes fell on Lan Qingya. She was pleated with Jing, her back was covered with blood, her cheeks were red and swollen, her mouth was ruptured and bleeding, she looked embarrassed and embarrassed. Don't Jun Zhanjian go to find a place, but to apologize. All the children of the Jun family felt shocked. The 10th sequence of the dignified monarch's family, was he directly subdued? TSK, I am afraid that only the Son of God is qualified to let a sequence be a soldier without a fight. A young gentleman admired 10 major sequences, which one is not full of arrogance? It's too difficult to win a soldier without fighting, but Jun Xiaoyao did it. In the palace of Emperor Tian, Jun Xiaoyao is relaxing. Jun Linglong is making tea for Jun Xiaoyao, uses 10,000 years of condensed dew as water, with tea leaves picked from the ancient tree of enlightenment. This pot of tea is placed outside, and some ordinary Tianjia will never enjoy it for a lifetime. Jun Xiaoyao is drinking every day. My son, please. Jun Linglong offered tea, looking like a conscientious maid. Jun Xiaoyao took the teacup, took a sip, nodded and said, "You are alive and well." Jun Linglong blushes. Is this referring to making tea? At this time, a servant of the Heavenly Emperor Palace respectfully shouted at the door, "My Lord God, Lord Jun Zhanjian has come to Heavenly Emperor Palace. Is it finally here? It made me wait for so many days." Jun Xiaoyao's eyes lit up and he was energetic. Has the kingly story finally begun? Lan Qingya went back and cried, but Jun was furious with the sword and decided to come and teach him a lesson. Jun Xiaoyao also just needs a person to test his idol and prison guard. Jun's exquisite and pretty face is calm. She knows that Jun Zhanjian should be no better than Jun Xiaoyao. Hehe, Xiaoyao clan, this is the first time you have met since you were born. I didn't expect it to be in this way, which is really a shame. A hearty voice came. Jun stepped in with a sword, followed by the embarrassed Lan Qingya next to her. She lowered her head and carried a thorn on her back. Hey, it's not right. Jun Xiaoyao said in doubt when he saw this. He felt that Jun Zhanjian did not play cards according to the routine. My followers provoked Xiaoyao clan brother, and asked her to come here to plead Jing, hoping that there will be a large number of Xiaoyao clan brothers. Jun Zhanjian smiled lightly. Lan Qingya gritted her teeth, extremely humiliated, but still knelt on the ground, squeezed a sentence from the gap in his mouth and said, I hope Lord Godson, and Jun Linglong, can forgive Qingya. After saying this, Lan Qingya wanted to bury her head in the ground. Jun Linglong has a cold face. Jun Xiaoyao is also silent. Jun saw it with his sword, his eyes twitched. He was really afraid that Jun Xiaoyao would sue the 18th ancestor, and his sequence future would be completely ruined. Secretly gritted his teeth, Jun Zhanjian took out a token and said, by the way, I was practicing outside, and accidentally got 2 Yuan Tian Supreme Orders. The rumors may be related to Yuan Tian Supreme Secrets, and one more is useless for me. It will be given to the Xiaoyao clan brother. The Supreme Secret Store. Jun Linglong's beautiful eyes were also secretly shaking. You reading www.uukangshu.com. Above the Holy Land is the Supreme Land, that is the existence that truly stands on the pinnacle of the fairyland, immortal, and deterring the eternal time and space. Such a supreme treasure, the value is unimaginable. Putting this kind of token to the outside world will set off a storm, attracting countless talents to fight to the death. It took a lot of effort to fight the sword, and it took a lot of price to get 2 yuan. Jun Xiaoyao was also surprised, but he didn't expect Jun Zhanjian to be willing to produce such a good thing. Just as he thought about it, a systematic voice came out in his mind again. Ding, congratulations to the host, the new sign-in location has been refreshed. Please sign in at the Yuan Tian Supreme Secret Collection. Is there a new sign in place? Jun Xiaoyao's eyes flashed. He discovered some rules of the sign-in system. First, there can be multiple check-in locations at the same time. Second, the sign-in location can be triggered with events. For example, as soon as he learned about Yuan Tian Supreme Secret Store, the sign-in place was refreshed. Well, it seems I have to go there in the future. Jun Xiaoyao thought, the opportunity to sign in is very rare, and the unknown rewards are also very eye-catching. Brother Zhanjian clan, you are really too far-sighted. Jun Xiaoyao smiled lightly, raised his hand with a move, and the Yuan Tian Supreme Order was caught in his hand. The corner of his sword mouth twitched. I may not be a human, but you are a real dog. But while Jun Zhanjian was heartache, he was also shocked. The so powerful mana turned out to be golden. Is it really a ridiculous ancient Eucharist like the rumors? Jun held a sword secretly frightened, and was even more afraid of Jun Xiaoyao. Chapter 10, Discuss with Jun Zhanjian. This is it. That's it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Before, Jun Zhanjian had faintly heard from the clan elders of his line that Jun Xiaoyao is the ancient sacrament. At that time, Jun Zhanjian still had some unbelief, not to mention that the ancient sacramental body has almost disappeared in modern times. Even if one occasionally appears, it will quickly disappear, because in recent times, the environment of heaven and earth was not suitable for the cultivation of the mortal body, and even 10 shackles were brought down to imprison the cultivation of the communion. If Jun Xiaoyao is really an ancient Eucharist, it is tantamount to a tasteless body. Will the 18th ancestor attach importance to a waste body? Therefore, Jun Zhanjian has always believed that Jun Xiaoyao may be some kind of physique similar to the ancient sacrament, but now, he sees Jun Xiaoyao raising his hand. The golden mana is surging. It is indeed like an ancient Eucharist. Because of the desolate ancient sacrament, it was born with a golden spirit sea, and even the blood is golden holy blood. Is it the Xiaoyao clan brother? Is it really the rumored ancient sacrament? Jun Zhanjian asked involuntarily. That's right. Jun Xiaoyao nodded lightly. This in itself is not a secret, and he is not going to hide it. Hearing Jun Xiaoyao's personal confirmation, Jun Zhanjian's eyes shook, and Lan Qingya, who was kneeling on the ground, was also shocked. It turned out to be an ancient sacred body. In this case, why should Jun Zhanjian be afraid of a waste body? Lan Qingya lowered her head, her eyes filled with resentment. Today's humiliation, she can hardly forget. If this is the case, then I will leave first. Jun Zhanjian arched his hand slightly, was cut a large piece of meat. Jun Zhanjian no longer wanted to stay here. Wait. Jun Xiaoyao said suddenly. Little brother Xiaoyao, you. Jun Zhanjian's mouth twitched faintly. Is this clan brother not greedy enough? Cough. Brother Zhanjian, you have misunderstood. I just saw Lai Xinxi, and want to discuss with you. Jun Xiaoyao coughed dryly. The monarch wielded his sword with a different color, shook his head and smiled slightly. Brother Xiaoyao, you are still young, there is no need to do so. When you grow up in the future, we will come to discuss. Jun Xiaoyao is only 3 years old, and Jun Zhanjian is 13 or 4 years old. If Jun Xiaoyao was injured by that time, he would not be able to bear the anger of the 18th patriarch. Therefore, Jun Zhanjian directly refused. It's just a discussion, I hope my brother will not refuse. Jun Xiaoyao insisted. Hey, in that case, all right, but I hope that the clan brother will do what he can. Jun Zhanjian's expression was calm and indifferent. Compared to status, he is indeed no better than Jun Xiaoyao, but on the realm of cultivation, he is enough to crush Jun Xiaoyao. After a while, they came to a clearing outside the Tiandi palace. At this time, outside the Tiandi palace, a group of family members who watched the excitement had gathered long ago, digging their heads, wanting to know the outcome of the matter. They saw Jun Xiaoyao and Jun Zhanjian walking out, as if they were about to start a fight. Their faces were amazed. What's going on? Didn't I say to apologize? Why are you fighting again? No, looking at Xiaoyao's appearance, they shouldn't have any conflicts, they are just discussing. Some discerning people noticed it, they all showed interest in their eyes. The comparison between the two is very interesting. one is a sun with countless auras since childhood, and one is the 10th sequence that has long been famous, although due to age and cultivation level, no one thinks that Jun Xiaoyao can beat Jun Zhanjian, but they are still betting. You said, how many tricks can Xiaoyao Shenxi hold in the hands of Jun Zhanjian? I guess 3 tricks. No, at least 10 moves can be supported. Hearing those people's words, the corner of Jun Zhanjian's mouth turned up unconsciously, although he handed over a Yuan Tian supreme order, which made his heart bleed, but now, it seems to be able to show off. Little brother Xiaoyao, be careful, that the king said with a sword. The breath of the 5 heavens of the divine palace surged out. He didn't use any martial arts moves, directly pointed it as a sword, and pointed out at Jun Xiaoyao. When Jun Xiaoyao saw this, it was also simple, and his 5 fingers clenched his fists and shot out. Thousands of giant elephant particles in the body awakened, blessing 10 million caddies of terrifying power. With this punch, the void seemed to be distorted, and a huge air cannon burst out. Feeling this power, Jun Zhanjian's face immediately changed, and he hurriedly wanted to withdraw his hand, but he still avoided it. Boom! There was a loud noise, and accompanied by the cracking sound of bone cracks, Jun Zhanjian was smashed into the air like a cannonball, and his finger bones were all broken. This scene shocked all the Jun family who watched the excitement. What did post? The face of Lan Qingya who followed out was also frozen. Jun's exquisite eyes are so colorful, she really didn't follow the wrong person. Cough cough. Jun Zhanjian's face is gray, his finger bones are broken, and his eyes are deeply shocked. That terrifying supernatural power made him feel lingering, and Jun Xiaoyao himself was also very surprised. Isn't the Jun sword in the 10th sequence of the Jun family, shouldn't it be very powerful? That's it. That's it. Jun Xiaoyao said with a deep face, Brother Zhanjian, you can't just be so humble because I am young. This is an insult to me. After that, Jun Xiaoyao took the initiative directly. Jun Zhanjian's face changed, and at the same time he felt bitter. He swears to the heavens, absolutely no humility. However, not only Jun Xiaoyao, but also the people who eat melons in the Jun family are also talking about it, thinking that it is Jun Xiaoyao who gave it up. 9 swords of the rising sun. Looking at Jun Xiaoyao who struck again, Jun Zhanjian also had to make a full shot. His 9 sword lights cut out one after another, tearing the air, and the waves are strong, which is shocking. Guardian of the underworld. Jun Xiaoyao directly urges the defensive fascination in Shenxiang's prison guard. In an instant, there seemed to be a ghost appearing, covering his entire body. 9 sword lights hit the ghost shadow. Yu reading www.yuukangshu.com is directly broken into countless points of light. Jun Xiaoyao rushed out again, revealing a pair of dark wings behind him, exactly the wings of the devil. His speed soared suddenly, and he leaped directly in front of Jun Zhanjian. The spear of the underworld. Jun Xiaoyao raised his hand and grabbed it. The endless divine energy surging, turned into a purple-black spear, burning with dark flames, as if it could penetrate everything in the world. Purple Emperor Sword Art. Jun hurriedly used his sword to use his trump card, and a purple sword shadow cut out across the air. Boom! The big collision erupted, but the end was that the spear of the underworld, blessed with a huge force of 10 million caddies, directly broke the purple sword shadow, and then fell to the king's sword without any reduction. Jun's sword hurriedly sacrificed his long sword behind him, and blocked his sword. Boom! With a loud crash, the long sword in Jun Zhanjian's hand was all knocked off. The whole person was thrown away and crashed into a wall. Those Jun family members who came to see the excitement almost stared out, and their eyes were full of shock. This is just 3 moves back and forth, right? The 10th sequence monarch sword was beaten to the ground. Even if it is modest, it is impossible to be modest to this degree. Now, even Jun Xiaoyao reacted. It turned out that Jun Zhanjian was not modest, he was too strong. At the thought of misunderstanding Jun Zhanjian, Jun Xiaoyao secretly shook his head and blamed himself very much. He walked to the gray-headed Jun Zhanjian, and said apologetically, Sorry, Brother Zhanjian, I misunderstood you, and thought you were modest, but I didn't expect you to really try your best. When Jun Zhanjian heard this, the blood he had just swallowed almost came out again. There is a sentence in his heart that his mother sells critics. I don't know if it should be said or not.